Give everybody a couple minutes to get in here. Oh, that shit's nice. Real nice. What is up, Mr. Wilson? How you going, brother? Oh, I belched. It's bad. Mr. Gillard, how are you doing? Gilland, sorry. I'm doing all right. Nope, no codes are affiliate yet. They said they want me to turn a few things, and then they will be sending me affiliate codes, discount codes, and all that stuff like that. So I told them that I would showcase their stuff in this one tonight, and then the few shorts that I edit out of this will be directed towards them and all that stuff, so they can share them on their site. They were more content with that, and they're working towards getting me some codes and stuff for you guys. So currently, at the moment, nope. The first one we're gonna turn, I'm not gonna lie, every time I've seen one of these, I've kind of felt they were gimmicky or goofy until I got this one. I kind of like checked out the quality on it. What's up, Jace? What's up, everybody? It's the rifle pin. It's got the bolt action stock and all that, and the rifle cap. You guys know that I love turning antlers, so I've got a piece chucked up here. Of course, we're gonna have to shore it up, make it legit and everything, but I think that would be a cool body for one of these bolt action pins. So, other than that, we're getting ready for like Snowpocalypse 2026 up here, and it's supposed to be like 7 kinds of stupid. What's the weather where you guys are hanging out at? What's up, Soldier Farms? Rain, rain, and more rain. Isn't that like a typical Tuesday in like Scotland? It's about to get real bad, Chase. I was gonna say you and Bobby, but yeah, man, you're in the same area I am. It's getting ready to get stupid. On the low end of the spectrum, we're getting like 12 inches of snow and like 3 inches of ice, and on the complete other end of the spectrum, we're getting like, I think it was like 26 inches of snow and like freezing rain and ice. So it's just, me and Chase are directly in the warpath of this thing. So that'll be pretty damn stupid. Changing things up. Wearing a black apron. A buddy of mine gave me this. Some kind of Carhartt apron, I believe. I don't know. But I figured with it being black, I might be able to see what I'm working on in front of my big ass belly a little bit better. Damn, that looks clean as hell. Alright, so this heifer should be fairly dry. This is a piece of stag we got. When turning deer stag, so far that I'm aware of, I get my best results with a carbide and pretty fast or high rate of speed. That's on the low end of it, so we're definitely going to kick it up. Put this heifer in high gear. I'm going to try to give you all a good solid 2 hours tonight, because honestly, the way they're talking about it getting, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in my shop this weekend. They're literally like saying it's going to be the end all be all. Oh. I want to see the message, damn it. I want to see the shit they're talking. Yeah, Ben hello, yeah, okay. Alright, cool. Just to knock the outsides off this a little bit. Try to short up. We're going to oh, there's the mock Jesus we all know and love. We'll take the round and kind of get into it a little bit. Make a couple adjustments because it's kind of hard to get the whole entire tool rest in there, so I'm going to bring this out just a little bit, extend the quill on this to where I can maybe get my tool rest a little bit closer. I think that ought to work. Yeah, and these pin kits and everything, I'm going to try to announce this as much as possible. Shop's new sponsor, affiliate, whatever you want to call it, Strong Ink. I know Chase is working with them. Michael Wilson's working with them. I believe the Shoops might be working with them. I don't know. I haven't really seen them make pins or anything like that, but I think they're in there. They sent me, it was like 8 or 9 kits, the bushings and everything for them. Some pretty good quality stuff, and I'm kind of excited to see how it works out. This is the rifle kit, or the bolt action kit, as you call it. And as always, if I ever get the affiliate codes or anything like that, I will definitely make sure you guys get them. What's up, Shoot? Or Heidi? Okay. We're starting to get round. The way this is cut, we're still going to have a little bit of this rough part, like the outside of it. I can see that I've already got a bunch of different pigments in this because of the minerals and stuff like that. I'm going to shore up both sides of this, and I believe that this one right here has got about an 1/8 inch overhang on this side, which I'm going to shorten it down, but that's no big deal. It's got the bushing kit on it. But bushings are really good quality. So far, the tubes are really good quality. All the hardware and everything that I've got for them, I mean, it seems like they're very well put together kits. I'm hoping they're as good as they seem. That might have got a short up on the end. Once we get that, we can actually get in here and start to boogieing on this and working on stuff. We still got about, I don't know, 32nd of an inch to bring in there on that one. Won't be no big deal. We can do that during the finalizing process of it. All right, put her back in here. Give this end down here some attention, and it'll be a good day. Tighten everything up. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what we got on here now. We're going to shoot for a little bit more rounder. I don't like just a big bulbous flat spot in there. But we're not going to go completely round on this. From what I've gathered, this isn't the piece of the pin that you'll be holding on to as you're riding, so we can leave this a little bit more bulbous. And still won't affect the riding ability, which means that we can play around with this and all that cool stuff. This is round except for the flat spot here where we got the actual, I'll call it live edge of the antler. Hit it with a little bit of sandpaper. The bullet goes on the very end of it. Give me just a second. I'll show you here. This is actually a pretty cool kit. This is the actual nib where the riding portion of the pin will come out. But the locking mechanism to engage the pin to come out the end of the pin itself is super cool. It works off a spring-loaded spring load on the end of the pin itself, but got a rifle. I figured that'd go pretty cool with the deer antler, and the locking mechanism is actually like the bolt action of an old bolt action rifle. So pretty cool. So we're going to get this a little bit higher grit, and I'm actually pretty impressed with how well that came together. I hope it goes together as easy as it like turned with the bushings and everything. We're going to hit this with a couple different grits, bring it up. I still want to shine on this wider part, and then we're going to do a legit CA coat on this and a bath and everything like that. We're going to polish it up. I still want to roll these edges a little bit to where it's more of an oblong with a tapered end than it is just a... I guess I lost y'all there for a second. I'm back, I promise. I don't know what the hell's going on. Must be the storm coming in. Yes, I'm flush on the bushings. That's one of the first things I checked on. I don't know if you guys are still in there or not. That's kind of shitty. Yeah, dude, I don't know if it's the storm coming in messing with the lines or what, but the school I work at was having trouble with the internet today, so. Okay, we are flat up on the bushings. And, like I said, I want to taper this down a little bit more on both of these to where it's fatter in the middle, of course, like kind of oblong, just to make the pin a little bit more sleek, not real fat in the center. So, we'll get back at that. So, I think it would be of importance for me to tell you guys that I am, in fact, not a pin turner. There are people in this very chat, like Michael Wilson, that turn pins like nobody's business. Alright, so what we got here. With live edge, got all the mineral lines. Digging that. Turn this down slow like. Yeah, we had a good bit in here, and then when it started buffering and getting all stupid, I lost a whole bunch, unfortunately. What the hell would I do? There we go. That's nice. I'm looking for matching antler rings. I can do it, and David with Timber Designs can also do that. I don't know if he works with antler or not, but he's a ring guy. Let that dry for a second. We're going to hit it at some higher grit after it dries up. And then I'm going to try to assemble this pin without breaking it because it looks like it might be smarter than me. I would like to become a ring guy, but I really just need to find something that like I could be a guy on. Like, I mean, I really, really like bowls. Now turn the deer head. Ah, hold up. I am gonna mount this coon skull on something. Get a 3D printer. I have files that get turned on a pinwheel. Huh. Okay, that's dried up. So we're gonna give her the old skadoosh again with some, just a little bit more, a little light coat. Rub that in real good so it don't take as long to dry. Then we're going to go ahead and kick that over in reverse. So, in the patience of or in the, just the essence of killing time while this dries. Anybody that's been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that I'm like a huge fan of Thomas Love. If you haven't seen his channel, you're missing out. Yada yada, man. So you need to really check him out. Anyways, I got a Facebook request or whatever the other day, and first we kind of thought it was a scam, or like something like that, because it was in fact Thomas Love. And I was like, nah, no, man. So I'm a little leery of talking to people that I have like a great deal of respect and look up to, especially in like the turning community and stuff, because I'm not gonna lie, there's been a couple people that I talked to and they talked to me like I was simple. Long story short, I shot the guy a message. I was like, man, I'm like super big fan, yada yada. You've done tremendous amounts of stuff for the wood turning community. You're awesome. And I shit you not, at like 1:30 in the morning, I had a legit full-on conversation with this man. Like, I've known him my whole life. We talked about turning, filming setups, and everything like that. Dude is awesome. Nerded out a little bit. Had to tell the boys, but figured I'd share with you guys too. Released a couple videos. I'm actually going to attempt to try something that he had in his last video about a modified flat nose scraper and the way that he used it. That might happen in this very live. I don't know. It's laying over here. It's ready. I've modified it already. I did notice that, sir. But, yeah, it was, I kind of nerded out a little bit. I ain't going to lie. And, I don't get to do that all the time, especially with, like, people I look up to. The last person I, like, super looked up to on here, like I've been watching since I started, and he turned out to be like a total peckerhead. But Thomas Love is a solid dude, just from like the way I talk to him. I can't say enough good things. So we need to shine this heifer up, and by shine it up, I mean we're probably going to hit it with the higher grits and give it some love. I said love. And then I'm actually going to wax it. I don't normally wax antler, but we'll see what the hell happens, right? This is 2000 grit. Could do. Shine those. Make sure they're indexed real good. Okay. Ow. Get off me, Billy Bob. There we go. And there it is. There we go. 3,000. This will also help, if I'm an idiot. It will also help to darken up the actual porousness of this antler. Jeff, I hope you get it, because Brad at Got Wood not only has a phenomenal ass product, but he is one of the coolest damn sponsors that I have ever hooked up with. Alright, so yeah, it's starting to darken up a little bit, which is what we want. We want that contrast in it. Let's see if I get this in here. I'm going to go back over it with some 1000 and try to smooth out any imperfections in it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Sliced antler and black resin. Is it the smell of burning hair? No, it's not too bad as long as you're not cutting. When you're hitting it with high grit, it ain't got too much of a funky smell to it. So I do as much as I can with the actual carbides and the gouges, and then I try to get the rest of it done strictly with the sandpapers and the higher grits. I think that is just about the way that we want it, which somebody that's a pro of this could probably knock that whole job out in about, I don't know, 7 seconds. I'm not one of those guys, so back off. It's a learning curve for all of us. Do need to get my pliers though. I don't want to twist these and pop the side of my antler out, because it can be pretty delicate. There we go. Both my bushings out. Put these over here so I can put those back in that little bag. And here is our antler section that we are going to mount in this thing right here. I'm assuming, yeah, I'm assuming that's how that's going to go. That'll lock in there. This will go in here, because why not? Do not use a metal hammer on your stuff, please. Press in the nib. Okay, we'll do the nib first then, Mike. Actually, we're going to get that glue deposit out of there because I know just somehow that's going to like throw a monkey wrench in the whole damn thing. So, like that. I don't have a press, but do a big wooden mallet. It works pretty good for this stuff. Don't go bananas beating the brakes off of it, you know. Tip still screws off. We're good. Alright, now I'm going to put the actual bolt action piece. Later, Jeff. Good seeing you, bub. You had a hell of a life today, man. I'm going to take this piece of the rifle that sticks down, and I'm going to slide that over this flat piece in here, because I would like to say I planned that, but I didn't. But it works out pretty cool, I reckon. Okay, so we're going to pop this off. We're going to feed this heifer back up in the top here. Sure, that's how it goes. If not, it seems like it's working pretty good. Put this on there. Give it a good old shining. And we got the bolt action, that thing, and if I work this shit like Mark Wahlberg and Shooter, she in fact does pop out the end. Yank that nib off the end there, and whenever I click this thing down, it should just automatically spring load retract. So I get my hand up here where you guys can see it. Yep, it does. So, these are pretty cool. I've seen pins like this going for like high dollar on Etsy. So if you want to get into something you can bash out real quick, not a whole lot of people doing antler pins and stuff like that, or antler anything. One, because it stinks like ass, and two, because it can be pretty finicky. This is pretty cool. I'll be posting this one to my Facebook, also with some close-ups and stuff like that on the YouTube page. This is the Strong Ink. I'll give you a part number here because badass like that. Strong Ink part number is PKBA1GM, or if you want to be a dick about it, Paul King Boy Adam -1 George Mary. Yeah, this pen can go for high dollar, and I think, don't quote me because I don't have their prices exactly remembered yet or memorized. I think this parts kit's only like, I'm wanting to say like $4 or $5. It's not too much at all. Pen kit, bolt action. Is that what that shit means, gunmetal? Look at you, Mike Wilson. Didn't study this up. Michael Wilson is also sponsored through these guys. I believe Chase is as well. Yeah, so that turned out pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really impressed with that. That's I never really wanted to do these pins because I thought the whole like bolt action thing was kind of gimmicky. Works out pretty good. I'm digging it. Yep, $5.25 per kit because Mike Wilson's a badass. All right, I've got to put the bushings back in here so I don't lose these damn things, because I'm figuring I might be in a world of hurt if I did that. That actually does look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Wonder how it writes. Yeah. Writes legit. Cool. And if you're one of those people that fidget and click your pins, that's probably right up your alley, and that's probably why the other 98.9% of the world hates you for doing it. Yes, Mike Wilson, I believe I'm going to have to. I also believe that we're going to use the coon skull for the modeling of this pin later in the photos, too. Alright, so sent me the drill bits that go with the kits. They've sent me actually 4 or 5 kits, 4 or 5 different kits, I believe. This one, it's got a full metal top. It looks pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that one. One of these fat boys here I'm thinking that needs something crazy, like something spalted on it to go with the black accents on the cap as well as the bottom. I've got that one in gold as well. I've got, I believe, another rifle pin in here. I do. It's right there. I've got this one. The hardware on it is a little bit darker. I think it's still considered gunmetal, but the hardware on it is pretty damn pretty. Do you sell on here? If you go to my Facebook group, The Whacking Shack, it's a group. It'll be a logo of my shop logo, I'm sorry. That thing right there. Just get on there, say you're from the live, hook me up, and I'll get a hold of you. What's up, Pilato? So, this one comes with, if I can get it off here, Jesus Lord. I'm pretty sure it's still classified as a gunmetal, but like the whole upper portion of the pin is like that. It's got like some really fine knurling on it. Springed. This top piece, I'm pretty sure it screws off. It does. If you don't have mammoth sized fingers like me. So if you're really into it, you can take the clip off if you just want to use it for a desk pin. If you're that kind of yuppie. But I'm thinking that this right here would look pretty badass with a body made from camphor burl. I've been saving this for a while. I want to do something fancy with it. Brad, one of the best sponsors on the planet from Gotwood LLC. Use the code WHACKER. He hooks your boy up. And I think that camphor burl with all the coloring and everything in it would just set off that gunmetal. And I think that that's what we're going to do with this. So sit tight. Let me cut this heifer off. And then we will drill it out and roll with it. I don't know if I told you guys, but this stuff smells amazing. This is the best smelling wood you'll ever get. And the burr quality and the collars in it is phenomenal. No, it's not stabilized. It's solid, but I've made pins out of it before. They turned out really, really well. So we're gonna give this one a shot. Make sure that this is the actual drill bit we need for this heifer. It is. And we're gonna run over here, toss this in here real quick, and I'll drill it out for you. Please stick around, talk about yourself, all that cool shit. this heifer is drilled. Now I walked away and 40 people left. That's crazy, isn't it? I guess the real ones stay. So we're going to scuff up our tube. We're going to set in there with some CA. I'm going to find the corresponding bushings with the kits that they sent me. And we're going to turn this into something really cool. I think that once we get the finish and everything on this, especially with this being the burl and the camphor burl and the crazy ass collars that it's got in it, you guys will be surprised. I think other than me, I know Ryan has turned a bunch of camphor burl, but there's not a whole lot of people turning burl frequently. I'm sure they're turning it, they're just not filming it. One reason, shit's expensive. Like, me and Brad are pretty tight, and I got like 2 sticks of that stuff, so. Let that dry there for a minute. Let me get the right bushing kit. I think it's this one right here. Where'd my bag go? Which one is this? This is the PKM 4GM. This goes to the PKM 8. PKM 4. Everything is labeled. I will give them that. Like, they do a hell of a job organizing their stuff and labeling it. I cannot complain about that a bit. And the bushings, like I said earlier, they're heavy duty. It's not like the chintzy ones that you get with your manger when you first get it, or some of the shit that other places try to push off on you. They press in there, they lock. Like, you gotta work them to get them out of there. So, that being said, this has got 2 different sizes on the outside diameter, and I'm assuming that has something to do with the fitment of all the hardware, because this has a 3-piece hardware. It's got, come here, you heifer. You got a nib. You got the top cap, which is the shit. And then you got this little filler right here, which I'm about 99.9% sure is what your nib screws into. Before we get to doing all that, that is not what your nib screws into. That's actually the centerpiece, and then your top piece houses over that. Alright, so I'm glad we went through that and found out exactly what the hell we were doing before we put together our internet ass backwards and looked like fools in front of our mama. That's on there. I don't know what the hell's going on here, boys. Went on there just fine that time. I don't understand the whole process behind that shit, but you know, I'm a simple man. Okay, so lock this in place. No, I didn't have CA on it. It was I think it's more my mandrel than anything, man. Alright, so we're going to lock in here. I'm going to back this off. Lock it down. We're going to put this thing in drive before we forget about it. Lock that over. Yeah, not real fond of the mandrel thing. I don't know why. Alright, so let's give this a yank. I really wish you guys could smell this. Bring this end in just a little bit. Not a super hard wood, but it's a very pretty wood. Yeah, it's a very, very pretty wood. Got a little bit of a checking in there, or not checking, it's part of a damn burl, but we're going to clean up the ends a little bit. I don't think it needs to go any further than that. Okay. Ooh, long sleeves and waves, that can be badly. Yes, it can. Recommend if you do it, you be real careful like. Soaking, working in like a 12-degree shop. Hypothermia moves fast, smallpox moves slow. That is stupid smooth already. Wow. Damn, that is pretty. Alright, so gauging that in diameter compared to that, we could actually go a little bit smaller, which we might do. If we do, it's not going to be a whole hell of a lot. That's where that's going to be at. Do I have a sanding sealer? Nope, I got my shellac devil juice over here that I'm going to shine the hell out of this with. And boy, she's smooth. Okay, so instead of just throwing some CA on this, we are going to give this a little bit of love. Heifer with my my shellac mixture, my 3-part gloss of tung oil, shellac, and alcohol. Set there and sand or shake that for a few minutes, but before we get into all that, I'm going to take it up through the higher grits just to make this look real pretty light, because it's pretty light. Take a dry rag, kind of burnish it a little bit. Just to heat the grains up. Yeah, now she's starting to get all that crazy coloring. I'm liking it. We are going to turn the speed down. I'm going to have to replace the pot on this, I guarantee it. My variable speed knob is getting a little wonky on me. Believe it or not, the first and actually only problem I've had out of this lathe. Let that dry. We're going to put a second coat on it. Might do a third, and then we're going to turn this heifer up to Mock Jesus, and we're going to heat it up with some friction, and I'll show you guys the end result. Cool thing is, where this is shellac based, it doesn't take very long at all for it to dry. So there's not a lot of downtime in between coats. What's up, Steve? How's it going, man? Get some of that. Might as well go ahead and get a little bit of this wax. Show it some love. Spin dry, and then we'll hit it with the dry part, shine her up, and then we'll put the spin together. If you guys haven't seen it since we started turning it, that's what the camphor looks like after it's turned. It's smooth, real nice like. Let's put this pin together. Ow, damn it, that hurt my elbow. Put these heifers in their sack so I don't lose them, because I'll definitely be working with more of these. All right. Put the nib in first, I reckon. She's very pretty. I like her. I like her a lot. Her name, again, she showed me her boobies, and I like her too. Whatever Bobby Boucher said. That married up to it quite well just by eyeballing it, I might reckon. Okay. There is that piece. So we're going to drop the pin down there. This piece is going to go over this and thread into this sumbitch like that. Actually, I have a very slight gap where I haven't engaged that cap all the way. There we go. I'm assuming like a regular pin, that actuates by that, and it's twisted by the top cap. Damn, boys, that's pretty. All right, so and if we twist this like so, cap comes out there, we'll pop it off there, and I like it, not gonna lie. The collars in that are off the chain. It's a piece of camphor burl. It smells beautiful. Wood on this is provided by Brad at Got Wood LLC, also known as Turner Blanks. Probably one of my best sponsors. Matter of fact, there's no probably to it. That guy is a badass. And this kit, let me get you the exact number for it in case you might be interested in getting one. It is the PKM 4GM. I know that the GM stands for gunmetal, but the pin model is the PKM. This thing is beautiful, and it's got weight to it. It's not like one of your Amazon slimline pins. Like this one's got some actual weight to it. I really, really like this. I don't know the exact price on it, but I don't think they have very many pins on their website that exceed like the $8 mark for the kits. Definitely check them out. I don't have an affiliate code yet. They'll get me one. But if you stop by and there's a place where you can leave a comment, I'm pretty sure. Tell them Big Mike from the Whack and Shack sent you. Help a brother out. I'd like to be able to do more stuff like this for you. If you guys haven't, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out tremendously. Consider becoming a member, all that cool stuff. I'm trying to break the 10K mark before spring rolls around here. That'd be awesome. $3.65 for this kit right here. $3.65. So yeah, it's most definitely worth getting your dirty little meat hooks on. You definitely need to swing over and check out Brad at Godwood LLC and get you some crazy ass lumber if you're going to be turning these blanks. I actually like the way that one feels. As always, let's scribble on something. She writes. Okay, so that's one pin. Cool. Here is the first pin that we turned, made out of deer antler. This is the bolt action style. It's also gunmetal. It's got the brass tip. Stag antler we turned down, polished up. I think that one looks pretty cool. Less than $5 for the kit and the bushings. There you go, man. It's I'm telling you, Mike Wilson turned me on to these guys. I know that Chase has got a sponsor. I'm sorry, yeah, he's got a sponsor through them. I believe the Shoops do. Mike Wilson does. These guys, like, they could put a hurting on it with the way they're cornering the market on the pin game. Like, I've got some high-end kits that are phenomenal, but those high-end kits are also anywhere from $25 to $50 a pop. This one, I think Michael said was like $5 and something earlier. I don't know what it'd be with the bushings, but this one you can get the kit and the bushings all together for just around $6. Oh no, it's $6 for the bolt action and the bushings, and less than $5 for this one and the bushings. Can't go wrong with that, y'all. It's damn good quality stuff. There's those two pins. Let's see what we got here. That's a fat bastard. I like that. Set that off to the side for a minute. Got that. Got that same one in silver. Ooh. Got that one in gold. Do some hood rat shit. Okay. Let me see what we got here. This one's gold and black. It's got a rather husky center tube. PKM8. Here's the bushings for that. I'm sure it's going to take the bigger drill. Let's pick out a piece of wood for it. I'll let you guys pick it while we're in here. We got that kit in gold and silver. We got this blank. Set that right there. We got some dyed maple of red, purple. I think this one's blue. And I'm not sure exactly what color that burl is, but we got them. And got some walnut. We've also got a chunk of hemp wood. We don't use the hemp wood for a lot on here, so we're going to knock it down between the hemp wood or the resin here. I'll let you guys pick. I mean, I don't think we can go wrong with either one, I'll be honest with you. Not only are you guys going to pick that, but I think I've got this same kit in silver. I do, damn it, I do. Alright, so hemp wood, you want to do silver or gold hardware? I'll let y'all pick. Both. Tim O'Kane. Like the spirit, Tim O'Kane. I'll tell you what, if I knock it out and it's not that big of a deal, I'll throw the other one together out of the other one. So we'll do the hemp wood first with silver. or gold? Let me know. I got 1 silver, 1 gold. Come on now. Holler at your boy. I really hate all these damn spam calls in the middle of my lives. So, gold, gold, silver. All right, we're going to do the silver on this one next. Y'all stick around. We are going to run the gold on this heifer. Take me a second to mark it out and drill it and cut it, but it ain't going to be that long, I promise. That's what the grain and the texture of the hemp wood looks like. Looks like that all the way through. So, yeah. All right, let me go over here and tap this heifer out on the drill press. I'll be right back with y'all. I have to get a little damn divider to keep all my bushings and bits labeled and separated in. I told y'all I wasn't a damn pin turner, and I apparently kind of am now. Working way out, I've been screwed. Gee, this stuff smells funny. Knock that off there. Alright, we are through, finally. It's pretty fibrous material. Dude, I'm down to 48, hell yeah. Awesome. So, got some crazy coloring through it and everything like that. We're going to scuff up our brass insert, and then we're going to give her a ride. What the hell is that? Okay. Make sure y'all have it. Oh yeah, he's talking to you. Okay. Some love on the outside of the hole. I guess you always got to love the outside of the hole too. I don't know. That's in there. Get off here, you son of a bitch. That's in there. That out the way. That on there. Lock this in real good over here. You're gonna be getting another box sent out pretty quick, I reckon. I hope like hell, dude. I wasn't really an ignorant person. That was my mother-in-law. She's in the house watching my kids for me, so I could come out here and do this whole streaming before Snowpocalypse 2026 hits. I am hoping that they can keep me stocked in pen supplies, and if the rest of their products are as good quality as this one, I will pimp their name out till there is no tomorrow. Now, I haven't seen a whole lot of stuff that really stands up to the test of time after it's like, turned. I already see a little bit of an issue there. That's one of the reasons why we don't use a lot of the hemp wood. There is a little bit of crack right there, you can see. Back this off just a little bit. I'm hoping that it's not going to be a big inconvenience, but if I know anything about turning, which I know a little bit, not a whole lot, it's going to make itself a big-ass inconvenience. I hope it don't, because that's a little preview of what it looks like when it's done, and this stuff is actually beautiful. Okay, so there's an equal split on this side, right along that light-colored fiber. So, smear that down the sides of it. And see what she does. I didn't break anything on that. No, I haven't broke anything yet. Just been a little rough with it, I reckon. Don't be broke, don't be broke. Whew. Yeah, see, get a little pill out there. We're trying to avoid that. Not a lot, but a little bit. I know you guys for dancing around up there. I'm sorry. Yes, Michael Wilson, I believe I'm going to have to do that. That's getting on my nerves real bad, like. Turn that down, I reckon. Fling some of that there excess off of it. Stout. I'm peeling glue off at this point. Alright, get back into the shaping part of it. try to get this in here just a little bit closer. I've still got that crack right there that I don't know if it's sealed or not. I got that little bit of tear out there I got to take care of. Later, Pablo, or Poblano. Called that motherfucker a pepper. Now, got a little bit. Aha! Well, that might be part of the problem too. Slid the whole damn mandrel out of there. So why is it all off-centered like? Well, now we know why it's all off-centered like. Might be why she had that dumbass wobble to her. Might have been why she was catching. Like I said, never once said I was a pro. But I'll bullshit you. Alright, let's try it again. Much better. Kind of like this gold looking vein it's got going through it. We're going to take it down just a tad bit more right here in the center to where it's not just bulbous. And then we're going to start working on the sanding and final shaping of it. Now we got to make sweet, salty, unadulterated stank on this thing. we got here? Oh yeah, Bobby. Oh yeah, Bobby. Alright. And we're going to go through the grits. We are going to put a CA coat on this because it helps it seal it. And then after we're done with the CA itself, we are going to wax it up with the final coat of turtle wax. Is that the best way to do it? I don't know. Is that what we're going to do? Yep. Okay. Do. 1,000, 2,000. Oh. Michael Wilson, there is some in the Amazon cart. It should be here by this weekend, sir. And for anybody that's curious, this is actual hemp fibers from the cannabis plant, and it is held together with like some natural resins. The company that makes this is Hempwood, and they're actually located in Kentucky, about 3-4 hours away from I am. They sent me some blanks back through Bullseye Turning Supply. That's where this came from. They're a big pin turning company, or pin turning thing. It's chick owned. She's super cool. But they have wood blanks already pre-cut for pins and stuff like that. And they have some really good stuff on their site as far as like crazy fountain pens, stuff like that. You need to go check them out. That's a Bullseye Turning Supply. Alright, so this is smooth, like real smooth like. It's only going to get smoother whenever we put the CA on here. So, let's just put the damn CA on there. Let's see where we go with it. I keep remembering to close that because it hits me in the back and I feel uncomfortable. I'm scared. Ah, good one. The CA never hurt nobody, right? Unless it's in your eyeballs, and then you'll pee your pants. I can't say this enough. Y'all give it up for my moderator in here, my main dude, Michael Wilson, also a phenomenal turner. He is what keeps these live streams going. He does all the spamming of my links and everything like that, so I can do this stuff because I'm about as technologically advanced as a chimp. But Michael Wilson does it. He does a damn good job on it. I can't thank the man enough. Please swing over by his channel, give him a like and subscribe. You won't regret it. That's dry. Give her another coat of the old shellac-a-lacka, and then we're going to hit her with some 3000. I want a good glass coat on this because that hemp wood is kind of fibrous. Boys got some new videos dropping next week. Look at that. Pine cones and chaos pins. That's what the hell I'm talking about. So, she dry. Alright, we're going to not quite put her at mock Jesus yet, but we're going to take the 3000, give her a once over to pick up any kind of drags that we got in the resin. We're going to give it a flood coat, and then we're going to polish it. Oh yeah, color changing stuff. Dude, I want to get some black locust. I've got some yellow heart, and it changes color under black light. But black locust does the same thing, and they actually have some here indigenous where I live. I want to do some stuff with that. Oh, damn, she looked pretty. Okay, so put a flood coat on her, and we're gonna buffer. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it that way because I said we're gonna do it that way. Turn the speed down a little bit. Well, I don't cover everybody in grease. No color changing resin. Oh, color changing resin. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Locust can be funky. It's kind of like a vine in the way it is. Yeah. I may or may not have stolen lifestyle changing powers. Michael Wilson's a dirty butt. Jacking his wife's nail stuff. Ain't nothing safe when it comes to art with this man. You get this, give it a little bit of a burnishing, see if you need to take care of anything on here. And we do. Turn it down. I'm gonna give it a final coat of this here nonsense. She dries. We're hitting her with the wax. You don't run water when I sand. I do not run water when I sand on this. I run water when I sand on resins and stuff like that. But where this is actually a wood, a composite wood, it's actually hemp fibers and it's mashed up with an organic resin. I don't know what water would do to it. So it could completely like throw an adverse effect on it, making it fall apart. I don't know. So it's actually, it's a 50-50 toss-up. You could. Shellac. Shellac, thought of CA finish. Yeah, I've got shellac, I've got CA, all that. I put the CA on there to seal it real good. She good like that. Hit her with a coat of shellac just so I can polish it up a little bit. And then we're going to put the final coat of the turtle wax on it and crank her to mock Jesus and make her happy. Chinaman voice. Jesus fuck. That's dry. Turn her up. Give her some love. Normally not the way I do this, but I'm trying to make it where it's angled where you can see what the hell's going on. Yeah, there's that. And now we're going to give her the old bufferoo. First run with the buffing pad, I'm going to get it with the 3000. It's just the way I do my first run with the wax. And then we're going to burnish it in with the chamois cloth or whatever the hell you want to call it. That just helps us get that real good consistency on there. Wipe it off. And then get rid of the damn it. All the way to mock Jesus. and she is glossed up and looking mighty damn pretty. Let's get her off here, throw some gold hardware on this heifer and see what she looks like. I will not complain. The fitment of these bushings is absolutely awesome. Where they fit inside the brass insert without tearing it up that well, that I've got to take them off with a pair of pliers so I don't bend the fittings. Can't complain about that. Giraffe and a bogey. Damn, that's some Scottish shit right there. Alright, so we got the gold hardware here. First time I put one of these together. I don't think it's going to be crazy awkward, but we fixing to find out, I reckon. I'm assuming just like everything else, nib goes in first. There's the nib with the black accents. Get my whacking hammer. Cool. Really want to be careful with that. And then aha, I see how that shit works now. That's pretty legit, I ain't gonna lie. Drop that out there. Tipper, tapper, get at her. That's pretty. I don't like how that's in the way of that vein, but there we go. I can turn it a little bit. Awesome. And if we turn this piece up here at the top, we get a nib that pops out. So yeah, that's pretty tickled on that, and we managed to save that. Looks kind of looks like a gold vein going through there. It's not, but you know, we're able to save it, so I'm pretty tickled about that. I like that. The kits, damn good quality kits. Good quality kits. So far we've made this one. We have made the bolt action with the deer antler insert, and probably one of my favorites because it's just basic. We have this textured gunmetal top, some camphor burl. It's twist activated. Probably not with one hand, but there you go. Tracks it back in there. These have some serious weight to them. They're like good filling pins. So yeah, I'm liking that. I told y'all that we would knock out one more before I go in and wrap it up, call it a night with my kids. I'm a man of my word. Try to keep this stream right at 2 hours, maybe a little less. That being said, we're gonna run this resin blank. Right, I gotta go to bed. It's 5 minutes to 1 a.m. Send me pictures. Not a problem, brother. I appreciate it. I'm gonna chop this one out, and we're gonna get at it, boys and girls up in here. Okay, This is what the insert of this looks like, and we're going to drill it real quick. Okay, we're through. This was a resin blank, so she shouldn't be too god awful to later. I'm gonna scuff up our section here. Please, if you guys are in here, if you're into this kind of stuff, consider liking and subscribing. Please check out my sponsors, stuff like that, man. I've got some really good sponsors. Got Wood LLC, TurnerBlanks.net. It's probably one of my main and biggest sponsors, one of my favorites. This wood or lathe was actually provided to me by a sponsor, Find by Tool. This is the FMJ, or I'm sorry, FL1221. It's a hell of a lathe. I put it through its paces. Not a whole lot to complain about on this, if anything. And the price point, I think right now you can get the lathe for like $300 off their website. It's a really good machine for the price point. It's got a lot of functions that a lot of starter lathes don't. And check out some of the other guys in the community here, the turning community. We good group of good dudes, and a couple chicks for that matter. But really good people, so worth checking out. This is a resin blank. We should be able to turn this pretty quick, and we're gonna mount this on the silver hardware. First thing I'm gonna do is put the stopper in the shellac because my friction polish is leaking the fuck everywhere. Stop that. Thank you. All right. I'm telling you right now, Steve, you can't go wrong with the quality on them. I am truly impressed with them, man. So I don't know if I ever told you guys that I hate turning resin. You're starting to see why. It goes everywhere. It's like confetti. I'm a big guy. Sometimes I have problems reaching my own damn shoulders. I don't want to be yanking confetti out of like places where the sun don't shine. But that is awful damn pretty, so I'm not going to complain a whole lot. Ah! Didn't want to do that. Might have been hammering down a little too hard. Good thing is I can fix that. What you making, bud? I'm making a pin. This is some red, white, and blue resin that I got left over from one of the sponsor kits that Bullseye Turning Supply sent me for that, and I'm going to put it on one of these Strong Ink pin kits. I just done one in silver, and it turned out awesome. I'm sorry, I just done one in gold, and it turned out awesome. Right here, this is a piece of hemp wood, and twist the top, pin rolls at the bottom. I've done a secondary kit with this gunmetal textured top. This is a piece of camphor burl, and twist and activates it. And then this one's the oddball. This is one of the bolt action activated pins, but this is a piece of deer antler that I turned down and glossed up. That way you get all the deposits from the minerals and everything in there. And the tip of it is the bullet style. So we're going to love this up a little bit and then get it mounted up, and I'll be calling it a day, I think. Daddy likes. Okay, cool. There it is. We shore up the ends on this a little bit. Cool. We're going to skip all the nonsense. What do you use for chip control? One of my biggest problems. As far as chips in the resin, I Speed and sharp carbides, man. I know that sounds like I'm being a smart aleck. I'm not, I promise. But speed and very sharp carbides. Like I was getting tear out on this earlier. Thank you, Super Duper. Pretty smooth. I'm liking the collars that I got. I got good coloration through it. Let's hit her with some love real quick. Turn speed down. Turn this on. I'm going to give it 2 or 3 coats of CA. We're going to sand it down at probably 3rd coat with some 3000. Fix any imperfections or anything like that. And then we're going to shine her up. I need 10 more likes to hit 100. So if y'all in here and you're not liked yet, help a brother out. Consider subscribing too. Okay, there's coat number 2. Now, not ready yet. Set that there. Now she's dry. Give her another hit. Okay, as soon as that dries, we'll hit her with the 3000. We'll do a flood coat, and then we'll shine her up with some wax. Okay, now we're going to hit her with our flood coat. Let that dry, and then we'll hit her with the wax and the 3000 grit. That should fill up any problems we have on the surface with the inconsistencies. Move that out of the way before it blows up. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Cool shit, man. Ah. I am hoping that I'm going to be able to do a live this weekend on Sunday, my normal Sunday fun day. I don't know if the weather is going to be able to cooperate with me on this one because let's just get with it. It's supposed to get nasty up here. That's dry. Just turn up the speed on this heifer and hit her with the 3000 and some wax and love her up real good. Clean this off. Should dry. We want a very glassy finish on this. Don't have to be super shiny, but I would like a glassy finish on it. What's up, Bob? Kazinsa? Sorry, man. Like and subscribe, man. You're right in the path of the storm, too. Alright, that should look pretty cool and glassy. And it does. So I can get this thing to focus for y'all. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so we are going to mount that on. We just done the gold kit. Here's the silver kit right here. Let me throw this together real quick in front of y'all, and we will end out this live. Stick around for a second. That. Get this because I don't want to bend my bushing or my brass rod insert. There we go. I don't care what anybody says. It's quality when your bushings fit that tight without spreading your brass rod out. Right off the rip, we'll put the cap in here. Yeah. Get the old tipper tapper with the wooden mallet because I don't have a press. Okay, that's in there. Looking good. We'll drop the ink cartridge at spring, and if anybody is want to know, this is the Strong Ink PKM 8 in chrome. Damn good hardware. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. I'm not getting paid to say any of this stuff like that. They asked me for a legit review, and I'll give them on a scale of 10, I'll give them a solid 9. Gave anything a solid 10 yet. Except for the lumber that comes from Gotwood LLC. That guy is phenomenal. There's that. Alright, and we took the plug out of the back. And that retracts. Oop, I unscrewed it, my bad. There you go. Bam, 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 bam. That was completely error on my behalf, not the company's or the pins. I'll call it like I see it. That one's got the crazy collars going to it, all that cool stuff. Thank you, Bob. Please like and subscribe, dude. I do this stuff usually every Sunday for 2 or 3 hours. It's bowls and everything else. I'm just checking out this the pin kits. They asked me to run them, and I'm running them. So we got the one we just turned, pretty heavy duty hardware. We got its brother, sister, whatever you want to call it, in gold. This is a composite wood called hemp wood. I really like that style. It's got some weight to it. This is one I done earlier. What's up, Moyak? How's it going, brother? Moyak is another badass turner. Please go check him out. This is camphor burl and gunmetal. It's kind of got like a texture. There you go. You can see it. Textured top to it. Twist to activate as well. And then this one is the a piece of deer antler I turned down. It's got the bullet tip on it. And then it's the actual, just fixed where you can see it. It's got the rifle up here. And the action on it is the bolt action. Sends that out and sends it back. So, Moyoc, are you in the line of this storm too, man? So these are the 4 pins that I turned today. Strong ink. I will have affiliate codes and everything like that for you guys here shortly. I am thoroughly pleased with these. These turned out very well. The quality of them, can't really knock it. The only reason I'm not giving them like a full 10 out of 10 is because I wish that the bushings themselves were labeled instead of the bags that they come in. And from what I've seen so far, the bushings aren't. But I mean, it's nothing that you can't do with like a basic field check. Other than that, these things are awesome. Please check out my sponsors. Got Wood LLC. Use the code WHACKER for a discount. If you don't buy anything, just let him know that his wood's cool. Big Mike from the Whack a Check sent you. These guys are strong ink. Like I said, I will have affiliate codes here hopefully soon after talking to him last night. Find Buy Tool for the lathe here. Check out the other turners, all that stuff like that. What's up, Todd? How's it going, bro? Appreciate y'all coming in here. It's cold. I gotta get here and kick with the family. Please stay safe this weekend. Stay warm, all that. It's supposed to get like real nasty. Pretty much from the middle of the United States all the way over the eastern seaboard. Peace. God bless. Love y'all. I'm out.